spacing. With these utilities, we can control the spacing of our elements. More precisely, we can set the margin or the padding on one of the sides or on multiple sides at the same time. We can also do this responsibly. First, let's look at the syntax to write these classes. First, we have the property, then the side or sides, and then the size of the space. To target a specific breakpoint and up, we have the property, then the side or sides, then the breakpoint prefix, and then the size. And there should be a dash in the middle right here. This applies for specific breakpoints and up. The properties we can use are M and P for margin and padding. And for the sides we have T for top, R for right, B for bottom, L for left, X for left and right, Y for top and bottom. And blank applies to all four sides. So this is very easy to remember. For the breakpoints, as always, we have SM, MD, LG, and XL. The sizes are applied by using a number from 0 to 5. 0 means 0, 1 means 0.25 rem, 2 means 0.5 rem, 3 means 1 rem, 4 means 1.5 rem, and 5 means 3 rem. Auto means that the size is calculated automatically, which only works for margins. We'll see it later on. So this is the practice section of our learning kit, and in our reference section we'll see that we have the spacing applied. First we have the margin top, then the margin at the right side, then the margin at the bottom, and margin at the left side. Then we have horizontal margin using the X. We can see margins on both sides, and then we have the vertical margin on top and the bottom. And then we have the margin on all four sides, and then a responsive margin right here. We'll see it in action later. Here we have the auto margin. The margin left has an automatically calculated value. And then we have the auto margin, which centers an element. I should say that these two elements are 50% width of the parent, so that's why they are placed where they are. Then we have for all the padding, we have the padding top first, then the padding right. We can't really see it unless we open the inspector. We can see that we have this padding in the right side. And then we have the padding bottom, then the padding left, then the horizontal padding here, and the padding, vertical padding using the Y letter, and then the padding on all four sides. And in the end, the responsive padding. Let's see this in action now. In CodePen, I have all the markup from the practice section. So let's apply the classes. MT1 adds the margin to the top. And we have the MT2, MT3, and MT4 and MT5. We can see the margins being applied as I write it. So we'll do the same for the right side. The class should be MR dash and then the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we see the margin in the right side now. Then for the bottom, we have the class MB dash and then the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We see the margin in the bottom being applied now. For the left side, we have the class ML dash and then the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see we have the margin applied here to the left side of our elements. Now we will apply the horizontal margin using X. So we will add the class MX dash and then the number, like so. And we can see it being applied right here. And then we'll do this for vertical margin as well, using the class MY dash and then our numbers. Here we have our vertical margins. To apply a margin on all sides, we use the class M and then a dash and our number. Now we have the margin all around our objects over here. Now let's resize this window so it's very narrow and apply our classes for the responsive margin using the class ML dash and then the prefix small, medium, large, extra large, and then our number. So if I scroll down here, we'll see that we have a small margin initially for all sizes. Then when we increase the width of the window, we can see the margin being applied right there to the small class and then to the medium class, then to our large class, and finally right there to our extra large class. After this, we have our element with a width of 50%. So to set the margin left to an automatically calculated value, we add the class ML-auto. Now it looks like it's been floated to the right side. It's been pushed because of this auto margin. We can center the next element using the class MX-auto, which will add auto margins horizontally, that is on the left and right side, so we can see it being centered right here. Alright, now I'll continue with the padding values. To apply padding at the top, we add the class PT and then the dash and our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see it right there. To apply padding to our right side, we add the class PR dash and then our numbers. We see it here in our right side, but as you saw before, we can't really see the effect because we don't have much content in this box, but it's right there anyway. Then we will just add padding to the bottom using the class PB dash and then our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we see it right here. For our left side, we have the class PL and then our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is padding on the left side right here. Padding on left and right, which is the same as horizontal padding, is applied using the class px dash and then our number, like so. Scroll down. We see it right here. Again, we can't really see the right side, but it is there. Then a vertical padding applied to the top and bottom. We have the class py dash and then our numbers again. We see it right here. Then we'll add to all 4 sides with the class p dash and then our numbers. So we see that we have padding on all 4 sides now. Finally, we'll see how it works with responsive utilities. So we'll narrow our screen. We'll add the class PL. We will apply padding to the left side responsively. Then a dash. Then we'll apply breakpoint, medium, small, medium, large, and extra large. And then input our numbers. The first one will get 1 initially, then 2 for small sizes and up, then 3 for medium sizes and up, then 4 for large sizes and up, and then 5 for extra large sizes and up. So if we scroll to the bottom, we can see that our first element has just a little padding for all devices. Then when we increase the width of the window, we can see right there on small devices and up we get some more padding, and right there we get some more padding for medium devices and up. Right there we get padding for large devices and up, and finally right there we get padding for extra large devices and up. This was all about the spacing utilities.